Well, g'day everyone. Sunday morning down here. I've got a friend Susie helping today. Susie's a new addition to the family. We've had her for a couple of months. Belonged to an old fella, had to go into a home. And our old dog had just passed away, so good timing. Couple of things. I know we're sort of mucking around on the cars, but if you've got any kids or yourself that's keen on a bit of boxing, let us know. If you've got any questions about boxing or in your training techniques or whatever, more than happy to help with there. Got 30 odd years experience at that and absolutely none on working on cars. How did we get on last night? Well, we got all the pistons in, and I haven't torqued them down because the torque wrench I got off my brother has a different size fitting, ratchet end to it than my thingy doodle. You have to excuse me as I bounce this around. I'm just trying to set it up, and then you can see a face rather than just a bloody thingy doodle. Hopefully you can see me now. Not that you want to. Yeah, so I can't torque them down until I get the torque wrench off him. The harmonic balance has got to come off. That's what I went on YouTube and learned that last night. He'll have a puller down there, but it's, I don't know, maybe an hour's drive to his place, so rather than go and muck around doing that, I'm just going to concentrate today on tidying up all the areas that had gaskets on, clean them up, clean the new heads, and I'll show you those a bit later on. I'm pretty impressed. The only experience I have with heads is the ones I took off, so my expert opinion of the new heads compared to the only other heads I've ever seen is they're fantastic. At least you can see the valves and you can see where the valves sit, and it all looks nice and neat. And like my brother said, they're off a runner, so it should be fine. One thing I'd suggest about working on a car in place when the motor's like this, YouTube and everything we're learning is off of YouTube, or everything I'm learning anyway. And so first I want to thank people for putting that on there. Something like this is something I've always wanted to have a go at, but didn't really have the balls to do it, and would just pay someone else, and quite expensive here in New Zealand to get your motor done up and put back together. You're probably looking at $4,000. So to have a crack at it yourself, lucky I've got the friends and the family with the tools and equipment and the knowledge to help out if we need to, but so far I haven't had to tap into that. I've been lucky enough to go on YouTube. All these guys with all the knowledge and experience, it's worked out really well. But those buggers have engine stands and they're going, no, let's work on the bottom end, and they turn it over, whereas the likes of myself, and I'm sure a lot of other people, we're working on it in here. And I tell you, yesterday I'd say all the neighbours in the neighbourhood shut their windows because I've got the foulest mouth you've ever heard. And at one stage I jumped underneath and smashed my head into the exhaust pipe that's lying on the ground and jammed my fingers. Mainly it's hitting shit as you're underneath the car. So not really much you can do about that. It's going to happen. So yeah, we're going to start off using petrol, cleaning down the heads, and I'll give you a quick run. I'll take a bit of coverage of those just before I start so you can see the state they're in. They've got wood chips on them and things, so a bit different. The other mistake I did make, quite a big one, is, and I'll get the camera and show you, where I did hone the bores and clean the pistons and everything else, I didn't clean the deck. So I've now got to give this a sand down with some emery paper, and of course I've got oil sitting in the bores, and the last thing I want is to get any crap down there after spending so long trying to keep everything so clean. So I've got a plan. I'm going to use cardboard and make some cylinders out of the cardboard that slide just inside the bores, and hopefully that'll keep me out of mischief. Between that and being real anal about making sure I get rid of all the crap out of it, if anything goes in there, we should be okay. Motor runs turns over quite freely, so I'm pretty stoked so far. Alright, be in touch.